I think we're about ready to go on a clock. I see noses starting to be pushed out toward the center of the Columbia River. This is Brad Luce along with Dustin Eccles, and that is indeed what's about to happen. Our first 5 boats for Heat 1A of the 2026 Apollo Columbia Cup is about to get started. Race fans along the shoreline, buckle up. Swimmers, hop in, out of the water. We got to have you out of the water before we can go racing. Dustin, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's make this happen. Let's get this party started. We got boats away from the dock. And coming away first is going to be Jeff Bernard in the U12, the Graham Trucking. He is away. Here comes Kelly. He's away from the dock. So's the Madison. So's the Apollo. So's Bucket List. We're all coming out. We are inside 5 minutes. We're coming up on 4:30 to a start.
A whole lot of horsepower getting spooled up right now and heading out to the race course. Oh, this is exciting. Look at these conditions. I mean, this is just absolute awesome race water right now. You see Jeff Bernard taking it really slow up the back straightaway. He's, in his mind, he's got where he wants to be. He's not going to let any of these drivers affect that. The thing about this new procedure, you don't need to fight for lanes. You know what lane you're going to be in, so there is absolutely no reason to miss your timing marks. You need to go out there, run your own race, hit your own marks, make your own start, and hopefully you're in front at the end.
Lane 1, Madison. Lane 2, Graham Trucking. Lane 3, Tahoe Miss. Lane 4, Miss Apollo. Lane 5, Bucket List, or as I like to say, Mr. Dustin Eccles, Kennedy, Bernard, Peabody, Shane, and Runny. Light them up. Let's go. I like it. 1, 2, 3. Well, there's 2 tight, and there's a third one. There's 3 of them up in a group up at the top end. I was counting noses, and I was coming up a little short. So Jeff Bernard comes across the start-finish line first. Now here comes the triumvirate with on the outside Dylan Runny, that bright orange, making a nice hard run down the front straightaway. Got Corey Peabody off to his left, and then off to his left, and going to be sitting in lane 1. That is Brandon Kennedy. Got some goosebumps going here, Mr. Eccles?
I do. I'm just looking at this fleet of boats right now and just thinking how incredible the fleet is this weekend. I mean, so much competition packed into just a couple of heats. I mean, this is just, it's going to be one whale of a weekend.
2 minutes and 45 seconds, 2:45 until the start. Boats are all down toward the bottom end of the race course. The last one down there is Jimmy Shane. You're looking at Brandon Kennedy in the U6, the Royer Miss Madison, followed by Corey Peabody in the Tahoe Miss, presented by Beacon Plumbing. And then behind him and to his outside, you can't see him, he's just to the right of the screen, is a bunch of orange with Dylan Runny and the U40 Bucket List Racing. Up in front of the field, up in front of the Miss Madison there on the left side of the screen is Jeff Bernard, but the field is catching up to him. Just to reiterate one more time, we're not fighting for lanes. The lanes are already determined. They were chosen by the drivers after the qualifying was done. So that mystery is out of it.
You know, one thing that Brandon Kennedy has to remember, and my hat's off to him for picking that inside lane. I think that is the smartest move he can make right now because he needs every point he can get. But he had better not be late for the start. He's got a whole bunch of fast race boats just to his outside. But if you're late for the start here, you are going to get eaten for lunch. So he's got to be there on time.
Well, everybody here is already in their lane. That is the way they are going to start, and that looked kind of cool, but that's not our start. We're going to tack on another 120 miles an hour to that, and it's going to look really cool here in about 1 minute and 20 seconds. Do you like where they are, Dustin? I got 120 right mark.
They're looking just perfect. Yeah, you want to be right about 1 minute at the exit pin or somewhere close to that. Not quite as important with this current starting procedure as long as you hit the line at full speed. You're not fighting for lanes, but you definitely don't want to be going slow when you hit the line here because it's going to be a freight train coming through.
Oh, here we go. 1 minute to the start of Heat 1A and the beginning of the 2026 Apollo Columbia Cup. Tri-Cities, Washington, your favorite summer festival is about to begin. Doesn't that look cool? 5 H1 unlimited hydroplanes, the fastest race boats in the world, just prowling up the backstretch. 40 seconds to our start.
all fanned out, just absolutely perfect. You can see the outside boats up there early. They want to make sure that they are not late for the start. They got to be up there a little early. It's the longest way around the race course.
Brandon Kennedy in lane number 1. Bernard's in 2. Peabody in 3. Shane's in 4. Runny is in 5. Inside 20 seconds until our start. Now it's time to put the foot down, get the RPM up. I see 4, now I see 5. Runny's back a little bit, inside 10 seconds. We are coming up on 5. We are 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. We are racing, and I'm telling you what,
Man.
We got a couple of boats across early. I will bet heavy on it, and I think your Tennessee Orange might be in a real good position right here. But we will call them the way they are, getting down to the corner. And the way they're doing it right now, it's Corey Peabody from lane number 3. Bernard got wet in 2, but it's Peabody going to get off the turn first. He's got company. It's Jimmy Shane. Shane on the outside, Peabody on the inside. Look at Jimmy Shane and the Miss Apollo show that top end speed. He is really rolling up the backstretch. Corey trying to stay with him on the inside, Dustin.
Peabody and Shane out front, but look at that Miss Madison on the inside in 3rd place right now. He's letting it hang out. 3rd place is pretty awesome, but look at deck to deck out front, side by side.
This is really good racing. Corey with the lane position, making it look good. Peabody and Shane. Shane hangs it coming off the corner. Peabody showing a lot of speed. He's hanging right with him. And you are right, Brandon Kennedy running in 3rd to Madison's putting on a strong showing.
Absolutely, and here comes Bucket List Racing on the outside, 40, Dylan Runny. He's not going to let him get away, but out front right now, deck to deck.
We just got it official. Your 2 lead boats have jumped the gun. Your 2 lead boats have jumped the gun.
So your leader right now is Brandon Kennedy.
How about that? Well, he's a leader now, but he's not the leader now.
Here comes Runny.
There goes Dylan. Sorry to jump on you. I saw him coming.
Here comes Runny on the outside. Runny now for the lead on the outside. Miss Madison, Brandon Kennedy on the inside. What a boat race, Brad.
What a boat race. And I'll tell you what, I know our 2 leaders jumped, but look at the top end of the race course. They are tied together up there still. They are really going at it, but the race is still for first place. It's just back a couple of spots. Runny on the outside, Kennedy on the inside. Everybody will come down and put 2 in the books off the top end. Here comes Dylan Runny. Boy, we talked about him playing safe, a safe lane choice, and look at this. He's leading at the end of 2.
It's really paying off for Runny right now. A good, smart decision, taking that outside, making a good, clean start. And after the gun jumps, the big winner right here is Jeff Bernard. He got wet in turn number 1. We haven't heard yet if there's any calls, but right now he's in 3rd place. A great position for that Graham trucking boat, the U-12.
So we are being told in our ear that definitely the 2 lead boats, the Apollo and the Tahoe Miss, did jump the gun. The rest of the start is under review. So there still could be other calls, but we'll just keep calling them as we know it so far. And as we know, it is all Dylan Runny about 3/4 of the way up the backstretch. Boy, this is coming to him in a good, sweet way, Dustin.
Oh, this is a lot better position than he found himself in last race. Right now, he is in total control of the race, making good decisions, finding himself right where he wants to be out front. This is a great way to start the race.
Shane crosses, so does Peabody. But here comes your leader and your winner. It is Dustin Eccles in the U40, the Bucket List Racing.
I wish.
I will put you in it.
That's actually Dylan Runny, Brad. But look at this right here. The Royer Miss Madison, Brandon Kennedy with a 2nd place. Incredible. Jeff Bernard with a fantastic run for 3rd also. Again, that start is under review.
And we've got people going off to review. Our chief referee is involved, and I have made the first major faux pas of the year, but I tried to put you in there.
I felt like I was. I was pulling for that orange boat. I'm sorry. I have to be neutral, but I'm just so happy for those guys. And what a great position they put themselves in there. You know, Dylan, we were kind of wondering, why did you go to the outside? Why did you do this? But he ran his own race. He was a little late at the start, but he was smart. You know, he ran his own race, and that's why he's in that seat, is because he's doing a good job. He's getting the best out of it, and that's what he needs to do.
Dustin, Dylan, the names are really close together. My apologies, sir. That was habit, but it was pure excitement. That was cool.
How cool for that Royer Miss Madison. I mean, those guys have worked so hard, and you talk about good decisions. Brandon Kennedy, he did perfect. He put himself in there. He held it. And he was no slouch. That boat
No.
was fast.
The boat was running. It was running really strong. He did a great job. I hope everything's clean down there in the corners. You mentioned the fact that Lane 2, Jeff Bernard, did get wet down there in turn 1. I hope it's clean for Brendan Kennedy. I'd just like to see him come out of that with the win as we saw it on the water. Again, everything that we just saw has to go through tech inspection, so write it down in pencil. But either way, it was very, very competitive. Our 2 lead boats jumped the start. But let's talk about another boat that showed me a lot of speed, and that was Corey Peabody.
Yeah, Peabody had an absolute fantastic run. Besides the start being illegal, the boat itself, the boat ride, it just screamed that he can run right with Jimmy Shane. So that tells you he's no slouch. He's going to be there in these other heat races, and this is going to make the format really jumble up here. I mean, you just had the 2 of the arguably fastest boats out there get a penalty to start the weekend off. You talk about starting off in a hole, there you go.
Unofficial winner out there on the water. What was your vantage point of the start line and who jumped what?
Yeah, I thought those guys were up there a little bit early. We were on our marks. We were even a smidge ahead. Kind of laid it back for a second. Our whole goal this week is to be consistent, get points, get ourselves to a position to go in the final here. So I wanted to be a little conservative there. I thought those guys were ahead and said we're just going to go run our race and stick to our marks, and it appears to have paid off.
The big question over lunch was why you selected the 5th lane when you could have bumped up a lane. So how much did that pay off being on the outside?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great, right? You sometimes get sucked up there with those guys. The field is so tight together this weekend that being right in the middle of 2 of the faster boats is not necessarily a strategic advantage. So I kind of thought that being outside of them, let them kind of get together down there and see if we could keep our nose clean, and it looks like it paid off.
We appreciate you. Good luck, Dylan.
Awesome. Thank you.